Are we live? Yes, I guess. Alright, so I guess we are live. Let me quickly check the audio. Alright, so I guess we are live. Let me quickly check the audio. Alright, hey Cafe. Alright, so I guess we are live. Let me quickly check the audio. Alright, hey Cafe. Alright, so I guess we are live. Let me quickly check the audio. Alright, hey Cafe. Alright, so I guess we are live. Let me quickly check the audio. Alright, domain name cost. Alright, so we are again on the same platform. We are back. Web domains, web. Alright, so I got a lot of new followers. We will check that, but okay. Uh, Remember, I posted something about a domain name that was ai.green. So I will make a dedicated video on this, but to just make it as short as possible for everyone. That domain name was expired, okay, but the cost of registration and the renewal was $1,100. And now look at this, someone took that, and look at this now. This has been listed for a sale of $99,000. Now this is the beauty of AI combined with .green domain extension. Now the .green is very specific kind of a domain extension, but paired with AI, this has to make so much sense in coming future. So I believe this domain name will absolutely do great. But let's see how it goes. Okay, it is listed on Atom, a good platform, and we will see. Okay, I was just wishing so that we can see the traffic or something like that, but there's nothing over here. But we will talk about this domain name. I'll probably go in a little brief. So first things first, okay, what I did was I just wanted to check other domain extensions too today. So over here you see a lot of second level domain extensions are also here, domains. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here on additional, and we will select what we want to see. Okay, no second level domains. So here we are again. This is all today's, if I'm not wrong, yes, this is all today domain names that got expired. No other filters. Okay, keeping it very short. So we have around 18,819 domains to scroll, but we will only look for I guess 200. Then we'll switch to the .com and we'll do some AI research as always, because this is what everyone loves, AI. So All right. Alpha is actually a great keyword. Let me zoom it in so that we can see both. All right, now it's good. This is the amount of domain extensions registered with the keyword. So let's go. Now you see over here, this is .paris. Now these types of domain extensions are good, okay, when you're operating locally. So this can make sense, okay. If you are in Paris, this can make sense. All right. Remember when I talked about AI.love? I don't know what it's doing. Let's just see what is AI.love doing. Is it still there? I did not see it sell, so I believe it's still there. Alright, so this is probably listed on Afternic. There is some problem going on with Afternic, so you gotta switch your VPN on and only then you can see. Yeah, this connection is not private, the website, so we cannot see, but it was Afternic, right? You just saw, you see, this is afternic.com. So I believe it's still there. Smart marketing, the name we saw over here. This is actually a very nice keyword. Let's just move on to the .coms. Let's just go 48, okay. We're gonna select only English and only maximum of, let's say, 2 words, okay, not more than that. Why? Because it's easier for people to remember and pronounce, right? Bigger the name, longer the name, more chances of spelling mistakes, people mistyping it and entering somewhere else or maybe not finding anything. And only characters, okay, only characters. No numbers in the name, characters only, or only numbers, okay, but as short as possible. This is casinoyep.com. Casinos are, quite a popular name. Let's see some high search ones. This makes it so interesting. Oh, this is actually a typo. You see 16 million, 16.6 million searches on Epic Games. It is from games, obviously. This would have been a great name, but this is exercising bike. If you read this separately, how can a bike exercise, right? But it should have been exercise bikes, something like that. But exercising bike, it doesn't make sense. But people will obviously search. You see that amount of traffic this domain name is getting. So yeah. Hmm. Look, I just shortlisted some names. This is detoxifying drink. I know detoxifying drinks might not be the best pick, but better options. There are better options, but obviously you got to pay for it, right? So this is something better alternate of detoxifying drinks would have been detoxified drink. You know, even drinks to detoxify, that's a little longer, right? But something that would avoid these YING, detox drink, these types of names are better. But obviously people do search about detoxifying drinks also. Similar to dog's cake, I was just searching about what's going on with the dog's cake, but people do search about these things, cake for dogs, dog cakes, these types of things. So this is more of a emotional name. But yeah, like just like that, what do you call that, the pup cup, this is how these types of things started. But I like this name. Okay, detoxifying drinks. Names that make sense are good, but obviously you gotta be huge on your marketing side, because these companies that sell detoxifying drinks will not let you even closer to them. So you got to do a lot of things. Just a domain name might not help, but if these types of domain names are sitting around the corner, you are a company who actually runs detoxifying drinks, you must not miss this. These types of names, you can keep them under your belt. This is hardly like $5-10, and I believe it's still available. So secure as many as domain names that mean something, that are something relevant to your company, that will help you. Remember when I talked about the online betting companies? They try and register every other domain extensions. There are so many reasons to it. Obviously, the government, these authorities, they block their domain extensions, they block their websites, so that they create so many of them websites so that they can operate. But this is also securing their brand identity. Okay, if the person cannot find you on the .com, they can find you on the .in, the .co, the .xyz. So this helps, right? I don't know why I selected this. Sun temples, I don't know, but I just wanted to check. Maybe there is a sun temple in India, that was the reason. But not sun temples. The organic nutritionist. Now digital matka. Now the term matka is also gambling. So you know there are so many things when it comes to, when you read about the gambling industry, when you read about these online casinos, they use so many different names. And this matka, these types of names are more of the traditionally used names locally, so people connect to it. This is why these types of companies, they secure as many as keywords for them as possible. More the shops available on the street, more people will come. If there is only one shop in a particular street that sells let's say cakes, so there will not be competition obviously. But if there is only one shop, not much people will come there. But if there are 10-20 shops, people will come and explore. So this is how this goes. Think of it as practically as possible. I don't know if I made sense, but yeah. Remove clothing, great. Detoxifying tea, yeah, I selected this too. Why? Because detoxifying drinks, detoxifying tea. I just selected this because of my research purpose. Okay, that is why I always tell you guys, if you like certain name, do one thing, just add them to your watch list and see what happens. So this is the reason I add a lot of domain names to my watch list. I just want to check whether it is registered, if someone is registering it or not. And if someone has registered it, what I will do is I'll just go ahead and check whether the person who has registered this has created a website, or the person is selling it, and if it is available for a sale, how much, or if this is a fully developed website, what is this startup doing? Was it actually established brand that upgraded to this domain extension, this domain name, or there is something else going on? So I'm really curious about these things, and this is how you learn, right? Not every domain you pick would be the best, but consider, put yourself in a place where you make like 100 mistakes, okay, and you learn from them, so in future you'll get better. This is what domain investing and running your business is all about, finding those 99 mistakes, and just that one thing will just take you to a whole different level. Itching cream, is it really meant to solve the itchiness or to give you itchiness? See, this is hotels Covington. So when I googled, I just saw that Covington is a place. So this can be. I did not check much. That's the reason I added to my watch list. But there are a lot of other factors that involved in getting something like this is a geo name. Okay, this has a place and this has a business. So these types of names do well. I mean, you can outbond them. Or if you are someone who actually runs a hotel, people who travel to these types of, I don't know if it's a state or a country or a continent, whatever that is, but if people travel to such places, okay, people google hotels in Covington, hotels Covington, okay, all right, I know that bookings.com, airbnbs are going to take over all those things, but still you will have some reach, so it is easier to connect for people. How about people just enter this directly on the URL, they're going to land up on your platform. So these types of things are good when you're outbounding, or if you're a company who is locally operating again. But obviously a lot of more factors come into play, that whether it is really a travel destination or not, the population of that specific place, or what is this famous for, do people actually travel, what is this all about. So these type of things matter, whether this domain name is worth for you, if you are really looking to flip it, and if you're a company, this will help you out no matter what. Let me just get this down, it's poking right into my eye. Barking parks. Someone really meant dog parks, but barking parks. Imagine, people with their dogs barking all together in a park. What a great, I mean, people are identifying themselves as these types of things too. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But yeah. How about we, meet and greet at a barking dog park, and we're gonna bark and bark. Yeah, so some of the names, all right. I selected this obviously because obviously I wanted to see. And why am I not adding it to my watch list now? But this was taken. Let's just see. I don't know if I should see this or not, but I will. YouTube does ban certain videos when it shows these types of things, and if this redirects to some of those platforms that we don't want to see, That's gonna be a problem. What this is just say? Page cannot be displayed. Contact the service provider. All right, probably something. Yeah. All right, so you can check by yourself too. Even this is taken. I don't know. Culling word had some meaning to it. That was the reason, I just selected it. And why did I add this to my watch list? Because, I don't know if this really has a meaning, BRUS. But the thing is, these can actually be a company's short form. It has happened. Okay, it has happened. AI plus short form of the company name. Imagine a company having, let's say, turnkey automation. I don't know if you are, the one using it, but yeah, if your company is turnkeyautomations.com, that's such a long name. Then you just you just want to switch your company, rebrand your company to AI. So I mean, AI turnkeyautomation.com will be so long. So you just come up with a short form. It just makes so much sense. The shorter, the better, right? AI standardized liked it, so that's the reason it's been taken. So look, as I've mentioned previously, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, okay, what this domain name is doing actually. Is it available for for a purchase? The person is selling it, and what is the price the person is selling it for? Or if it is developed, what is this platform doing? When I believe when I searched about this, there were some companies by the name Stunner. So if these types of companies, if these companies they want to rebrand themselves, and they want to start something related to AI or transform to AI, these names are going to come into play. It's very simple. AI Olympians, AI Radian. All right, now what we're going to do is we started with AI, now we're going to end with AI, and we'll see what we get. There are no new names. Okay, I missed my live yesterday. There was a reason, there was some problem with the audio. I don't know. But yeah, so I just selected some of the names that I liked. Strawberries AI. If this would have been Strawberry AI, I would have definitely liked it. I don't know, because remember when I talked about AI Watermelon or watermelonai.com? That was actually a nice name. Companies do have these types of names. Watermelon AI. There is actually an AI company, AI startup, that is Watermelon, that is operating on watermelon.ai. So, they can secure these types of names. .com being the king, why wouldn't you want to secure that? Lage AI, manhole AI. Now, this is very interesting. When I was searching about manhole AI, I mean, I was searching on Google first, but then I landed up on an AI tool just like ChatGPT. So I just searched about manhole AI, and it actually showed me there are tools and there are, what do you call, automated drone kind of things, and devices that are being used for sanitization purposes, cleaning manholes and doing all those things, and they are totally based on AI software. So imagine, the world is transforming so at a pace that we just can't miss out these trends. So AI, these when I was checking more about that, I just found there are certain devices that can clean so many things that is very much difficult for even for humans, to go there and clean those stuff and all those things. So that is not a bad thing. AI is transforming. People are making use of it. And I also searched about, there was some newsletters on this that was related to, there was a university. They were actually creating and making these types of AI machines and AI uh, tools that will totally be will be used for these types of purposes. So this is actually great, right? This is gonna make, obviously gonna take a lot of jobs, but obviously gonna give so much more to us. It's breath at its birth. So we did check, I believe 200 there in the beginning, 200 afterwards, and I believe, let's say 100 over here. So we did go across, I believe, 4, 500, 600 names. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the expired domains on Godaddy. Let's see if we can find some good ones. Gravity AI. I just want, there are only 55 domain names, so I can't really hit filters here. That ends with AI. Let's just put AI. That's gonna be a problem because it's gonna show so many things. Even contain AI, so it's gonna show all of those things. So we'll not go into that. But I only wanted to see the dot coms. But this is only 55, so real estate AI dot tech. Hosting AI.net, Alive AI, I don't know if it would do anything good. But obviously expect the unexpected when it comes to AI. Storage AI.net. AI storage would have been better. Kite AI. Similar to it, I found the name. It was AIClick.com. It was again on the expired domain names. So you can find decent names over here too. That's not a problem. But obviously, you gotta do so many things. You gotta figure out so many things. First of all, you should have a clear mind, okay, when you're sitting over here. And obviously, if you're the one who loves attending auctions and bidding on the domain names. Wow, wow, wow. Not the names I wanted. Let's see auction with bids. Oh, marketingai.co. Wow, that's a nice name. That's a nice name. And with only, you see, $105. This is actually a good buy. Estimate end date. Okay. It's only 2 hours and 54 minutes left. Marketing AI. This is actually a good name. Going for very cheap. That's bad. Aimed.co. Look at the valuation and look at the price. This is why I always tell valuations don't really do much. Okay, valuations are not always true, but this still has 8 days left, so you can probably see this exploding. Let's see the most bids. Blackstrawberry.com. Just about to go. It's only 1 minute, under 1 minute left. Black strawberry. Is black strawberry a thing? I don't know. But 29 bids, this might be something. Let me see. It's 111. You guys gotta make a wish. Black strawberry. Okay, black strawberry is a fruit. What is black strawberry? Sometimes called black strawberry is what is sometimes called black apple, meaning it is very dark red. Other in the class includes black, Oxford, black, wine syrup. Okay. I don't know, there's so many mixed things. There are black strawberry plants and they are artificial. Okay, so there is a video. Black strawberry is not only delicious, it's beautiful. Wow. So if it is a thing, it is a thing. This is the reason 29 people are on it. 29 bids are on it, not people. There can only be 2 people fighting for a name. So yeah. Alright, let's see more. The river sources, switch point. Golden Diamond Shop. Gold Diamond Shop. Not a bad name, Gold Diamond Shop. Evergreen Outdoors. Marketingai.co. Nice name. In the race of the .coms and the .ai, these types of domain extensions are often not looked carefully. But these types of domain extensions also hold value. Driverless AI, driverless cars, driverless AI. I am interested in this. Let's see what it is doing. I don't know how my lights went pink. Alright. Driverlessai.com. 22 minutes left. Oh. Driverless. I mean, driverless cars would have been better, but let's see. Rent a boat. Rent a bot. AI-driven transportation solutions. Where were we? Yeah. I'm gonna see what this domain name goes for. Not much time left, but these are good domain names. Matrixes. Yourcoin.org. Mortgage plans. These types of domain names can make sense, okay? Juice music. Juice music. I believe Juice is a creator, right? It's a company. Juice World. Yeah, it's Juice World. I don't know. Probably some, violations might end up, but yeah. Smile Dental Riverview. Healthierhens.com. I like this, as I've said. Gold Diamond Shop. This is actually a nice name because people do search about these types of names, Golden Diamond Shop, pawn shops, these types of things. The Vegan Indians. I don't know what this might be used for, but we can see this. The Vegan Indians. A restaurant chain, maybe online food reviews or recipes. Let's see. Texas paving. Marketing, yeah, a nice name. Supercomputer.net. Now, this is actually a great name. Supercomputer, 13 USD. Supercomputers, these types of things are a great thing. .net domain extension, I don't know what is holding it back, but supercomputers are a thing. Only 13 USDs. Supercomputers obviously is a thing. Supercomputer, I don't know what's going on with this, but the .net domain extension isn't bad either with this. Only two bidders on this, okay. Look at this, earlier known creation date 1997. Now supercomputer.org got sold for 28.99. Super Auto, Super Brain. Supercomputer is, it's actually a great name. For the companies and the technologies they are creating supercomputers there is so much more and more and more things to come. So this is actually a good name. This is actually a good name, but I don't know what is this going on, but it still has 8 days left. So you can expect some sky shots. Even this mortgage plans, this has potential. Okay, this has potential. People do search about these things. Trout smart. Easy tax accounting. Meta treasures. So all right, this is pretty much it. We did go through a lot of domain names, but do keep an eye on the ones that I selected. Let's see how these domain names go. Price is obviously subjective, but the thing is, when we are doing a research, we should know every possible thing, okay? So we can be wrong, obviously, we can be right, obviously, but this is, how these things goes. But if you did learn something, do let me know, and that's pretty much it, guys. I hope